Hi friends, welcome to my channel Bridge the Knowledge. Today we will be discussing regarding how does a project idea initiates. Then we will be covering some important topic like tenders/contract types/tender process. Every infrastructure project idea initiates with an identification of need or problem solving, like reducing traffic or traffic congestion, improving connectivity, or capacity augmentation. It is the step 1 of the process. Once this need is identified, step 2 will be detailed studies where we plan to check feasibility of the project in terms of technical, financial, and social aspects. After the project idea is appreciated and approved, the next step is securing funding sources to move forward with its execution. Step 3. At this stage, the client organization, and whether it's MOARTH, NHAI, or Indian Railways, steps in. The client's role is to plan, secure funds, and invite tenders so that contractors can execute the project. In one statement, if I want to clearly explain, then a project begins with the client's idea or requirement, which is then studied and shaped into a detailed plan by the DPR consultant. Finally, the contractor brings that vision to life, turning the concept into reality. The detailed project report, or DPR, prepared by consultants engaged by client on their behalf for the technicality of the project, is the blueprint of a project. It covers investigations like topographical, traffic, and geotechnical surveys, hydrological and socioeconomic studies to assess site and community impact, alignment, pavement, and structural designs for technical feasibility, project cost, financial, and economic analysis to check viability, implementation planning with timelines and resources. It also includes land acquisition details and costs suggested to the client. In short, the DPR transforms a project idea into a clear, practical, and executable plan. DPR consultant will prepare the tender documents covering various aspects of project, keeping the need, functional requirement, and estimation intact. Client formally invites the contractors to submit bids, both financial and technical. Client calls different tender types based on the specific requirements and complexity of the projects. General types of tenders: open tender, open to all eligible contractors; limited tender, only selected or pre-qualified contractors can apply; selective tender invites a few chosen contractors with proven expertise. Coming to type of contracts: 1. Turnkey/EPC, engineering, procurement, and construction. Client funds the project. Contractor responsible for design, procurement, and construction until project completion. Example: expressway EPC contracts. 2. Lump sum contracts, fixed price agreed for the entire project. Contractor bears risk if costs increase. Advantage: cost predictability for client. Third, measurement contracts, payment is based on actual work executed. Types: item rate contracts, payment per item of work; percentage rate contracts, payment linked to schedule of rates with percentage adjustment; rate only items, payment only for specific measured items. 4. Cost plus contracts. Client reimburses actual cost plus a fixed fee or percentage, often used in projects with uncertain scope. Advantage: lower risk for contractor but higher uncertainty for client. The tender process begins when the client initiates it. First, an RFQ checks contractor qualifications, then an NIT is issued, inviting bids. Shortlisted bidders submit detailed proposals through the RFP. A pre-bid meeting is held for clarifications, followed by a draft contract agreement. Contractors then submit technical and financial bids, which the client evaluates. Once the best bid is selected, the client issues a letter of acceptance and a letter of award. Finally, a work order is given and the contractor begins execution. In short, client invites, contractor bids, client evaluates, contractor executes. Now you know how an idea becomes a project. Which step do you think is most critical? DPR, tendering, or contracts? Comment below. If you found this useful, share it with your friends in civil engineering. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more videos on structural engineering.